Bracket. Extra note. Words in brackets like this, bracket, hello world, I'm in a bracket, close bracket, are words that are added later on to clarify something or to add to the content, but that were not a part of the original entry as it was written. Close bracket. Chapter 1. Z. August 14th in year 7. Z and I stopped being brothers because Jessica told him everything. August 20th, year 7. It didn't take that long, only 6 days, but we're friends again. But only friends? On 3 conditions: no trash talking, no homo, keep parts to ourselves. I think I'll leave him alone for a little while. August 26th, year 7. I made him cry today. I picked him up and slammed him on the floor. I was pissed. It felt good. I didn't even regret it. If there ever had to be a final moment between us, then I almost wish that was it. But it hurt later on. Hurting him hurt me. Bracket. Emotionally, I mean, close bracket. And he really should be able to take it without crying anyway. Especially as one of his team's best tacklers, according to him. Please. Oh yeah, the reason was because he hit me. Normally you fool around, play fighting, I guess. He play hits or fights with me or whatever, but I got mad at him for whatever reason, and he threw my Dragon Ball DVD across the room. I started guiding, pushing him toward the door, telling him he could leave, and I guess that's where it started. Play fighting? Fuck that. He hit me in the stomach, hard, and he looked mad, seriously. No, I don't think he was playing, and neither was I, even though I was trying to tickle him at first. And no, he didn't punch me in the stomach for trying to push him out of the door. We started fighting around, and then he hit me hard with that look. No, he was serious. He just pissed me off so much. Not playing around, but that bitch actually really tried to hit me. Whatever. After our interaction, he started crying, so I turned to his cousin and told him to leave. Then I went upstairs, picked Z up off the floor, and put him on the bed. I said a few moderately angry things to him, and then, sniffling, he got up and walked down the stairs stiffly. I escorted him out. My mother and grandmother asked what had happened. Bracket. I say my mother and grandmother, or Gammy, because Z and I are not actually related. I just value him a lot, as if he were my brother. Close bracket. I waited to see how he responded, out of curiosity. He said he'd tripped first. I said he fell while we were play fighting, but whatever. The difference doesn't mean that much here. He went out the door and caught up to his cousin. He had stopped crying by then. I tried to slam the door, but Mom caught it. I turned and ran upstairs, grabbing my keys and cell phone. I put on my shoes and stomped angrily out of the house. I really don't need to explain the rest in graphic detail, but when he told me to go home, not walk with him or talk with him, and that he could sue me, I replied, it doesn't fucking matter because it's over between us anyway. I'm going to your mom's house to explain, and then we're done. I started walking ahead, clenching and unclenching my fists. I wanted to hit something, someone hard. I passed a stop sign. No, I passed a rubber tire. I passed some girls. I stopped by to say hi to them, to flirt, just to prove that even this upset, so this is what rage feels like, I could still control myself. During this time, the boys passed by, and I overheard his cousin saying to Z, I think he's serious, or I think he thought you were serious, or something like that. After they passed, I caught up to them. I felt my rage return, but this time it was with a pang of guilt. Not regret, not glee, but rage tinged with guilt. Just a little, though. He had stopped sniffling and stopped acting angry towards me. Elegant, as always. Me, I mean. He looked at me, and before I could decide whether it was a good look or a bad look, I said, Can I help you? He asked me if I knew he was playing around. And that did it. That turned that little flicker of guilt into something a lot bigger. I started to cry. Not the crying that he was doing. My eyes just got really watery, and I struggled to keep my voice steady. And I looked away, hiding my face and walking faster. He said, Why are you speeding up? From then on, I recall telling him, while I was still somewhat angry, that the look in his eyes said he was serious when he hit me. I didn't mean to make him cry, but as a football tackler, he really should be able to handle it. He said some stuff about suing me again that I didn't really pay attention to because of how much my heart was hurting then. He told me that there was no point in going to his house since no one was there and blah blah blah. Who cares what he said? They made a joke out of it later and we watched movies together. What was it? Blades of Glory and American Pie 5? But I'm writing this so I remember this day. He hit me, I hurt him. End of story. P.S. It occurs to me afterwards that he thought we might have been playing because I started tickling him, and that both he and his cousin might have thought me slamming him was us playing around still. Whoops, sorry, I slammed you 4 feet into the ground. Yeah, no. I was serious. I didn't think he'd cry, but I was serious. P.S.S. The slamming thing occurred after I met him at his house after football. I went there looking for his sister, Ada, so we could go to his game in the first place to be supportive, you know? After I waited at his house for him to take a shower, after he play abused me for a little bit while I was trying to play Fable, after he play abused his cousin with his junk hanging out of his boxers to freak his cousin out, and after I brought him and his cousin to my house and he jerked off on my bed in front of his cousin and I again because he felt like it. This makes the third time. Did I leave anything out?